here's where this whole thing came from. You know, it's, as Gil had mentioned before, it's been around for 50 years, so this didn't come out of the blue. However, there are some things recently that have made this like it's brand new, that have shaped this whole thing into something where, even though we're involved in a 50-year-old company, it's kind of grassroots. This is fresh. It's right now. The timing of it and everything is perfect. The fact that there's a recession going on just makes it so more people pay attention. That's really what it comes down to. But here's where this whole thing came from. A few years back, there was a company created called Elticor. And Elticor, their whole thing is they wanted to take advantage of this new online trend of shopping that was going on. But all businesses that were struggling to go online. I mean, we've looked at them and stuff, and it's amazing. These companies who try to go online, they have a real problem of getting people to actually go and buy stuff from their online stores. It happens, but it's a real struggle. It costs them a lot.
But yet, if you look at the numbers of this last holiday season, people went online to buy in record numbers this year.
Yeah, double what they predicted, what was predicted.
So going online to buy your goods is...
it is the trend of the future. It's where things are headed.
It is the future.
You know, so Elticor wanted to take advantage of this. So what they did is they went out and they decided that they needed certain components to put this together. So they bought certain key corporations that were out there. One of them was a company called Access Business Group, because they were huge into the nutritional side and health and wellness and that whole part of it. A lot of exclusive brands that they themselves manufactured. They owned a lot of farms where they literally would produce vitamin stuff right literally from the plant all the way to the pill, which you can't get too much anymore, all organic. Top-notch products. They bought Access Business Group. They bought another company called Quickstar North America was the name of the company. And they had gone out, Quickstar had gone out and actually created a huge online mall system where, you know, they had people globally all over the place where they were buying things through this online mall. They had teamed up with several different stores and companies, and, you know, everything from the Ace Hardwares to the Dick's Sporting Goods to, you know, you name it. And the final one that they really needed was a distribution system that was set up that could move products, because when you're in the consumables business, it's one thing to buy toothpaste from yourself, but how does it get from where it was manufactured all the way up to at your doorstep? There wasn't a company in the world that was better at doing it than the old Amway Corporation, which, you know, if you're over 20 years old, you probably have heard of that company, and who knows what you think of it. It really doesn't matter. But they had a distribution system that was second to none. There was nobody in the world that was better at moving product or better at having a loyal customer base or consumer base of people who were out there. So that's what Elticor did. It went out and gathered up all these companies. They created a whole new organization which has effectively created the largest online private mall in the world. And they decided to keep the old Amway name, and you probably have seen some advertising lately. If you've watched any TV, it was all over the place.
They're doing a lot of commercial. They're spending several $1 billion right now in name brand recognition of the new global Amway.
Yeah, the Amway Global is what they've actually decided to call it. But it's funny because, you know, you were in the Amway business years ago.
35 years ago.
Yeah, I was in the Amway business years ago. You know, you were exposed to it and everything. It's nothing like what it used to be, nothing at all. It went from the Flintstones to the Jetsons, you know, we kind of joke about that. And so Amway is who is actually behind a lot of this, and the Elticor still is the parent company. Amway Global is the new vehicle and what it is. That is one side of this. That's the whole products and the supply side of this. And what Amway Global does for us is it makes it so we don't handle any products. If I need products, I order them, they come directly to me, I pay them directly. Billy needs products, he orders them, they come directly to him. We don't handle any products. We don't handle any money. You know, this is, in the old days, there was things where you had to handle money, you had to do all kinds of different things. Yeah. That's why they call it hand-to-hand distribution, because I would take products and hand them to him, and he would turn around and hand them some.
That's all gone.
It's all gone. You know, none of that exists. And probably one of the most intriguing things to people who are busy. You know, you're working 2 jobs. I'm working effectively 2 jobs. So we're, you know, and you're working a lot of hours. And what intrigued us, all of us about that, is that there's no paperwork. You know, other than me going online, you know, I need toilet paper, I need coffee, I need this. That's it. Everything is tracked virtually. We don't have to worry about it. You know, that's what Amway Global does for us. You know, and they have a massive system. They've spent billions of dollars setting it up, and in this year alone they're going to spend several $billions in advertising it, which which is the timing thing, which we'll get into here in a minute. The other side of this is the support side. You know, where do we get our training? And probably the best thing to relate this whole thing to, we've talked before, is a franchise.
That's what makes a franchise so successful is you've got a supply side, you got a company that supplies you with whatever products, the raw materials, like a McDonald's. They've got a supply that supplies them the beef, the French fries, and all that. But they've got another side of that that's all their training. I think they call it Ronald
Hamburger University.
Hamburger University.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And that's where you get all the training. Amway's done pretty much the same thing. They've got their whole supply side, and then they've got their support training side.
Right, and the support training side is actually a group of extremely successful independent business owners who came together and they created an organization called the URA, the UR Association. Which the Reno Dream Team is plugged into the URA. It's part of our who we're involved with and where we get all of our training. It's the bigger picture of what it is. So from there is where it's all online. I mean, you want to know anything. I mean, prime example. You tell them your experience with the URA when you know.
Well, the thing I like about the URA is you're not scheduled to go to a class on Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night to learn about your business. It's all there online. Whenever you want to access it, you can. If you have 15 minutes on Tuesday morning before the kids go to school, you plug in and get some training. Friday afternoon, before a football game, plug in and get some training. That was what was so neat to me.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. Plug in,
Get some training, yeah.
It's on demand. It's whenever you have the time. You can go in there and plug into what it is.
Well, and the quality of the training is excellent because you're being taught by people who have walked the walk. You know, they've been on the battlefield. They know this business because they built it.
It's a system that you can plug into that pretty much guarantees your success. If you'll plug into a system that, you know, if you find somebody that's made millions of dollars and doing a specific thing, and you plug in and copy what they've done, duplicate their efforts, your chances of getting the same results are pretty high. That's the whole concept behind this. You're plugging into a tried and proven system of success.
Yeah, over 50 years. Right. You know, and
they've got quite a track record.
Thousands of people who have been successful at it.